How's it going, guys, and welcome to another Ark Survival Evolved video. In today's video, we're going to go over a few essential tames for ASA that you may have forgotten had these secret abilities. So now let's get into it. The first tame we'll look at is the Lastrosaurus. Not surprisingly, the Lastrosaurus is an extremely loyal pet once tamed. It's a very fast learner, so it gains experience much more quickly than most other creatures. Additionally, its presence nearby appears to inspire allies, making them learn and gain experience more rapidly as well. Thusly, the Lastrosaurus is an excellent addition to any tribe's hunting party. To activate this buff, all you have to do is walk up to your tame, press E. This gives it the XP boost. This is going to be an essential thing during ASA because they've already mentioned reworking Explorer notes, which we have no idea what it means. They could remove them, they could nerf them, so having a tame that gives that XP buff is going to be huge. The next tame we'll look at is the Microraptor. While not a powerhouse against armed enemies, the Microraptor is particularly suited to dismounting enemy riders. Microraptors' natural tendency to attack weaker creatures means they can ignore the mount while attacking the rider with leaps of fury. This tame is going to be essential for ASA PvP, as all you have to do is whistle attack target and throw your shoulder pet at anyone, and it will dismount them from their tame. This is going to be really essential for ASA because there's no whips, there's no neck guns, there's no plant Zs, so all the ways you used to be able to get players off their mounts aren't in the game anymore. So this is going to be the #1 way to dismount PT riders, Rhino riders, pretty much anything. And they're actually a really fast tame too, seeing as all you need is rare flowers and a few tranks. The next one's a bit of an off-meta pick, it's the Diplocolus. There are only a very few uses for the Diplocolus. It's primarily kept for the practice of being used as a oxygen bag or a scuba tank. So the Diplocolus stores air in the bladders of its head, and divers can suck on these bladders to take the breaths out while submerged, supporting long-term underwater exploration without the use of external gear. Surprisingly, the Diplocolus is also surprisingly effective when it comes to hunting and harvesting trilobites for pearls and chitin. So these little fellas are effectively just scuba tanks. They're very quick swimmers as well, which makes them really ideal for quick trips into the ocean without needing a scuba. So this can be used for going into pearl caves and getting out pearls and oil, seeing as those two resources are a lot rarer on the island when compared to other maps. Next up, we're going to look at the Hyon. So despite being too small to ride, the Hyon is still a popular pet. Their intelligence means they train well, and their natural pack mentality makes them excellent hunting dogs. Their ability to quickly recover health by consuming raw flesh off the bone ensures they take punishment yet continue to fight, and they can effectively preserve meat in specially crafted saddlebags. So these tames are going to be basically what you take with you when you go taming to preserve your taming food, whether it be kibble or mutton or cakes and veggies and such, because they extend the life of those spoilables by a lot. So last but not least, we have the otter. There are very few creatures which provide the companionship of the otter. Rather than traveling beside you, it would prefer to comfortably rest on your back, providing insulation. Once domesticated, it can be told to harvest fish on demand with a specific goal in mind from the fish that it consumes. The otter has a knack for foraging silica pearls and can even yield a slight chance of finding black pearls within these fish. This tame is essential for living in the snow as it will insulate you from the cold, making it much easier to survive in the harsh cold. Another great ability that the otter has is that it can actually hold spare artifacts. So to save you multiple trips into these dangerous caves to get the artifacts for boss fights, you can actually just take your otter with you and simply put the artifact inside your otter. Then all you have to do is wait for it to respawn and grab one for yourself. So there you have it. These are my top 5 tames that have secret hidden abilities that everyone may have forgotten about for ASA. So as usual, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.